Welcome back to I Love Awful Things, the show where we go on crazy adventures, and I'm like the captain, and Tim is the pilot captain, and he drives us, and I don't drive. And today's movie is a little adventure film about friendship and time travel and friends and time travel friends.
We're time traveling?
Psych! It's actually a road trip. And if Tim did what I was planning, you would have thought it was a regular episode because he edited the beginning like one. If Tim does it right.
I totally did that.
Yeah. And
Would you agree?
If you lied to me, I might believe you. We're going down this foggy, scary, spooky road, which is also fitting because today we meet Bruce Campbell, and I'm super excited about it. I've wanted this my whole life. The whole time I wanted this. Like I was born, and then I saw Evil Dead, and then I wanted to go meet him. We're actually going to the theater.
I'm actually speeding, I guess.
We're going to the theater where Evil Dead premiered. And we're going to meet Bruce Campbell. And it's going to be a heck of a time. It's going to be a heck of a time. But we got to go to Detroit. And that's a 2-hour drive. Yeah. And then we got a hotel room because the movie's not until midnight. There's like some stuff that starts at 5 that's gonna be cool.
Right.
5 to midnight, and then midnight is the movie, and then afterwards, instead of driving 2 hours home, we're just gonna, I don't know, go to this hotel. Probably, unless it's scuzzy.
This hotel.
Anything to add?
We're gonna have fun. That's for sure.
And Tim's driving, and he's on a road trip. He's like a dad. It's like a little daddy. And he's like, hey kids, don't make me come back there. And yeah, lots of fun. And it makes him feel like a real man.
And I beat my kids.
Yep. Well, this is the start of the trip. We're gonna go get some breakfast. Then we're gonna get on the highway. Cause life is a highway. And I wanna ride you all night. If you're going my way, must be the highway song.
Copyright.
It was parody.
Copyright.
It was parody.
It doesn't matter.
It was fair use.
Strike.
Fair use.
Strike.
Oh jeez, Rick. Now I'm gonna copyright another character.
Demonetization.
We don't monetize it.
We do now. We do. We really do. I've been getting paychecks.
Alright, I'm gonna sign off for a little while. We'll catch up back with these two crazies in a little bit. To be continued, probably. We're on I-96, Morty!
I-96.
Oh, jeez. We're like halfway there, Scoo.
Oh,
jeez. We detoured through Lansing, and then now we're heading to Detroit. We're heading right into Detroit.
Right in. To Detroit.
Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye. We're going to Detroit today. We got our lemonade flavored licorice. It's got to sit in the dash. Once the sun comes out, it'll like heat it up. It's not edible before that.
Yeah, it's just not good cold at all.
I decided to do the same thing with the regular Twizzlers.
Because we're stupid.
Time to Time to show everybody what we're gonna have Bruce Campbell sign.
Right, true.
Starting with this, Evil Dead, Hail to the King, the video game.
For the Dreamcast.
For Dreamcast. Tim is pretty sure that once he has this signed, he'll be like one of the only people to have ever even thought of having it signed.
Yeah.
So he's pretty excited about that. It looks pretty cool. We're gonna have him sign like the middle of the manual, I think. Is that what you decided? Like somewhere.
There are pages that look like college ruled paper, so.
Yeah, he wants the inside of the manual signed. So it just looks like the normal game from the outside. And then I've got the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. And I've been working on this for a while. And I'm gonna have him sign it. It's gonna be cool. That was mean. I drew all these myself, obviously. That's as far as I got. I'm gonna have him sign one of the blank pages in there again, so it just looks like the normal Necronomicon on the outside, and then on the inside it's all like got his signature in it. It's got all the drawings from the movies. I'm gonna have to be a lot more careful with it after it's signed, though. Don't want to screw it up somehow. So yeah, we're on our way to Detroit! Woo! There's a car lot.
Menards! That's my favorite store!
There's a Menards.
I'm really, you know.
There's a Bob Evans over there.
There's a people in front of me.
People.
I feel like I'm speeding, but I don't think I am.
Is yours empty too? The emptiness syndrome.
Summer comes alive on that billboard.
All those kids are alive. At least we hope they are. It's a pretty cloudy, overcast day. I'm getting bored in the car. That guy didn't give it. Tim, you're gonna have to blur that guy. He didn't give us permission to film him. I didn't get his written consent.
I'm gonna have to cut out this whole scene now. Damn it. I don't know how to blur people.
Nope, you're just gonna put a black bar exactly in the shape of his truck.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign off for a little bit. Alright, we're at the Redford. We're about to go get in line. The event doesn't start for another hour and a half. They don't open the doors for another hour and a half. They don't even start checking people's tickets for another hour. Well, half hour.
Yeah.
So this will be fun. You want to go get in line?
Yeah.
Alright.
And we're back.
Alright, so we go into the theater, right?
Right, yeah.
We're standing in line. It's downpouring. We didn't bring jackets. We didn't bring anything to cover my custom-made Necronomicon.
Yeah, it's horrible. I
We
was
didn't-
shoving a Dreamcast game down my pants.
Right, but like, I'm talking about at the event.
Oh, not before?
Yeah, I'm not talking about your normal Tuesday bath time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, at the event he had to shove the Dreamcast game down with his member because it was raining. And we're standing out in line, and there are people behind us talking. I think someone was partaking of marijuana.
Did you
nearby.
notice that those people that were behind us the entire event? We were waiting in line. They were behind us. We were waiting to get let into the theater. They were behind us. When we moved up to the balcony, they were sitting behind us.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know.
I just thought that was weird.
Care. That was by far... Every evening has a highlight. That would be the most non-remarkable thing that happened. Ooh, the people were at the event the whole time we were there. Oh.
They didn't leave ever.
Not to make fun of something that you pointed out. I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
I just realized it. I just remember seeing them behind us the entire time.
So a little bit about the theater. 4 o'clock hits, we get let in to the foyer. I don't know how to say that word, but that's where we got let into.
Right.
We're waiting there. We got little lanyards with our signing times based on characters that Bruce Campbell played. We got the second signing, which was Briscoe County Jr., but they could have just used numbers.
Yeah, but they try to make it fun.
And it was fun. We're like, what character did you get? It was like trading cards. Oh.
But we didn't trade them, because that would be stupid.
Be an idiot to give up your spot in the second signing. Before the signing, there was a game. Well, we get let into the foyer, out of the foyer, into the theater at what was it, 5 o'clock?
5, yeah.
Game show, Last Man Standing. We can watch the first 2 episodes free on YouTube. Didn't start until 6, so there's about an hour. But a little bit about the theater itself. This is the theater that Evil Dead premiered in back in 1983. I know those facts are completely correct because I got them straight from the source.
Yeah, he was talking all about that during the event, how they rented out the place to show their movie.
Right, and there was a lot of neat stuff like that. He gave a lot of little facts. The theater is beautiful. Survived from before World War II, he said.
I think it was 23 that it was built.
Yeah, and it was built with Japanese, some Japanese architecture, and there's like Japanese art on the walls that got covered up during World War II.
Because nobody liked the Japanese during that time.
Jeez, Tim. Wow.
Because of the war, you know.
But,
not my fault that they didn't like them.
I guess yeah. Theater's beautiful. They do, like, original prints of movies, so, like, on 30 millimeter, 70 millimeter, you know, whatever millimeter the movies came out in, they have reel-to-reel projectors. It's a real projection. It's an actual tactile thing. Like, if you were in the projection booth, you would hear the sound of the gears, the clicks. And that creates a really nice effect of having it be authentic. And typically, if you have a chance to make it to the Redford, you know, it's easy to find a classic movie that you love playing, and the tickets are $5 a person.
Right. Normally, yeah.
I mean, it's all fun. So game show starts. We've all got these little survey clicker things. Answer questions in the qualifying rounds.
I really didn't like those clickers.
I think mine wasn't working.
It normally gave you a green light when it was successful, and it only did that a quarter of the time.
Yeah, for me especially. Like, I didn't even get any flashing lights most of the time. And when I noticed, if I press it really specifically, like in a certain little way, if I dig my nail into this little part of the button and hit like this little pinpoint, then the thing flashes. I was like, I didn't play most of the game. I thought I did, but I didn't. I wouldn't have won anyway.
I didn't know half the questions.
Yeah, I did. I knew a lot of the questions, but I have performance to get up in front of people. Well, participation is technically optional at this point.
Right.
I could just not answer questions. That would have been me.
If you got up on stage, Bruce Campbell would be making fun of you and stuff.
Which I would.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, so I didn't get up there. Tim didn't get up there. 4 random guys got up there. They did okay. Not great. They did okay. One guy got kicked off first thing, and you were like, how'd you even get up here? And he's like, I guessed.
Yeah. And then at the end, there was a perfect tie.
Yeah.
And they had to go to a tiebreaker.
Right. There was a lot of neat stuff like that. Just throughout the night. Like, not neat stuff like a perfect tie going into tiebreaker, but like neat stuff like the game show, the event.
The trailers. Stupid trailers.
We'll get to that, because that didn't happen until after our signing.
Okay.
So we're waiting for the signing, and for the game show, we were right first, front row, great view for the game show. All the way off to one side on the front row. As soon as the game show's over, I go get some food, get a hot dog.
We got the hot dogs before the game
I got it
show.
one after, too.
Oh, okay.
Then we go to the back and wait in the back of the theater on the first floor for our signing group to be called. Which I'm now realizing was super unnecessary because we were still, like, directly middle of the line. You know what I mean?
What's that?
We were in the middle of the line for the signing.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't, like, up front, even though I had this master plan. Not the first people, but in the first few, so I could see other people's stuff signed. This is gonna work. Which went pretty much exactly as I was expecting.
Right.
Exactly how I envisioned in my head. I, of course, had my Necronomicon sign.
I had, that Dreamcast game sign.
Anyway, yeah. So, I get up there, I get my thing signed first, and I walk over with the Necronomicon. Well, the guy takes it over to open, so you can't see the front of it. The first thing Bruce Campbell does is he takes it, puts his thumb where I wanted it signed, closes the book, looks at it, looks at me, goes, "Evil book." Opens it up, signs his name, signs the Ash underneath, his regular signature, and above it he writes, "Burn this."
Right.
And I thought that was awesome, because I just had Ash tell me to burn the Necronomicon, and I'm not gonna. So think about
Because
that.
would be stupid.
Bruce Campbell likes to say that in Spider-Man 2, he's the only character to ever defeat Spider-Man. I'm the only character to ever beat Ash.
Your character?
I'm a character on a show! None of this is real! None of it matters! We made it all up! There's photo evidence, but it was doctored. It's not real. We didn't do it.
Yeah, we did.
I spent all that money and time.
You gotta keep in character. Alright?
No, the government's controlling your thoughts.
No government.
The only reason, if you made it this far
The government doesn't exist, Mike, remember?
on YouTube to a channel that routinely gets under 20 views.
Hey, character.
And you're watching this. The government's controlling your thoughts.
You're a real person, damn it.
You've defected. You're one of the less than 20 people, possibly less than 10 people that defected.
Why am I trying to stop your hand? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, God. He touched it. He touched the microphone. The show's over. No more.
All right. Back on track. So I get my stuff signed, and I ask him. My father has been wondering, and made me wonder, why do they film Ash vs. Evil Dead in New Zealand? And I used my one thing that I'll ever get to say to Bruce Campbell in person. I said to him, "So, why film Ash vs. Evil Dead in New Zealand?" He says that's where Rob Tappert's team is. It's a good team. They worked on Xena Warrior Princess and the Evil Dead remake, and that team's in New Zealand, so we wanted to use him. We had to go to New Zealand. And then it occurs to me, I could have said anything. I could have asked any question, any deep burning question that isn't available on Google.
Right?
That he hasn't probably answered on the internet already. That's what I chose. But it was really genuine and nice, and I had a good encounter, and I didn't feel like a complete idiot. And I don't think that he thought I was a complete idiot. And that was cool, and he
probably thought I was an idiot bringing up a 20-year-old game or something. However
No,
old
I
that is.
think he thought you were, legitimately a fan who's into the material.
Right. Because he said something along the lines of he hasn't seen one of those in a really long time.
Right, and that was really unique, and people recognized what you had, in line, and were, super excited about it.
Right.
I'm just now realizing that Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on that exact game for Dreamcast.
Really?
And so, people like us that were going to the event probably have seen that.
Well,
he actually did it with
I haven't
Doug
seen
Walker from Nostalgia Critic. It was a crossover thing.
right.
Nostalgia Critic and Angry Video Game Nerd. So I bet a lot of people there had seen that, given that those are very popular YouTube series. But after the signing, I like to switch gears fast. After the signing, we head up and we sit in the balcony. Beautiful. Sit front row. This time all the way the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side.
Right.
And we're sitting there, and they play trailers from everything Bruce Campbell's been in.
Well, not everything.
Pretty much. Well, it was supposed to be like everything. His greatest hits.
But they kept substituting.
Alright, so they play every commercial for Briscoe County Jr. there has ever been. in rapid succession.
And it was like the
one
second.
after the other.
It was like the second to last one. It was like, is that the end of Briscoe County Jr.?
And that's
in one of
like,
the commercials.
next time on Briscoe County Jr. And, like, I liked the show. Good show. Lots of fun. In fact, while the trailers were playing, Bruce Campbell walked through the theater and yelled, "I did that stunt!" And it was awesome. Everybody laughed. Everyone was having a good time. The first time. For the first few trailers. Then 9 of them played. I think
Right.
it was 9. Everyone's like, okay, yeah. We essentially just watched the whole series.
Right.
In ad form. Thanks. And then like a few more trailers played and we had a lot of fun with that. Then some Evil Dead the Musical. Oh my gosh, I filmed some of it. We'll have to put this probably at the end of the episode.
Right.
I'm thinking, wow, I did not expect to like that as much as I did.
It's extremely corny as plays can be.
It was fun though.
And yeah, it was fun.
If I had to say something was the most unexpectedly fun thing I've ever experienced in my life, it'd probably be that. I was laughing, I was having a good time.
The most unexpected fun thing
Unexpected.
in your life.
You have to put unexpected there.
Really?
What else would there even be?
I don't know, but
Now,
you didn't
I'm normally
expect Evil
expecting
Dead.
fun.
You didn't expect Evil Dead the Musical to be good?
I didn't expect it to be that fun.
Okay.
I was uniquely surprised. It
Mm-hmm.
was awesome. Then they play more of Bruce Campbell's trailers.
Oh, God.
The first few, you're like, yeah, this is fun. And then join us for Briscoe County Jr.
And it's all the same commercials.
And again, we have that fun thing where Bruce Campbell walks through and he yells, "Get him, Briscoe!" And we're all having fun. But, you know, not 9 more Briscoe County Jr. commercials? Really?
That are the same commercials as before.
Right. And then, like, people are getting tired of it.
Right.
They're kind of just done. There's no more laughter at the jokes in the trailers. They're just done with them. Everybody breathed a sigh of relief when the last one played. People were getting up. That's when they used the bathroom. That's when they went out and got concessions. That was it. Everyone was done by that point.
Right.
Briscoe County Jr. To the point where, like, I'd had enough of it. Tim was wearing a Briscoe County Jr. t-shirt. We were wearing the lanyards that had Briscoe County Jr. on. I didn't want to see it for the rest of that night.
Right.
I was done. And then the rest of the trailers play, and I snuck a few films of those too. And then they do some Three Stooges shorts, which were super funny and fun.
They were great.
That was cool. But the curtains open up, and the Three Stooges short starts, and someone yells, "No more Briscoe County Jr.!" And some guy on the other side of the theater yells, "It's on Fridays at 9!" And everybody laughs. And, you know, we have a good time. They play 2 Three Stooges shorts. And then the guy who played the organ for the original premiere
Right.
was there because, you know, he just volunteers there a lot.
He just plays there all the
Essentially.
time.
They, like, make it a really big deal about getting him. And I'm sure, like, they specifically did have to plan that. So it would be him that was there. But last time we were at the theater, it was him too. So, other than that,
And we didn't realize
they
that
made
at the time.
huge deal of it. And he's a good organist.
Right, yeah.
Very talented. But, like, maybe they're making a little bit too much of a big deal about it.
Maybe.
Do you possibly think so? And then while this guy is playing the organ and everyone's like, yeah, this guy's good, they introduce Bruce again. This time to the non-VIP as well, who are there just for the movie, which was only $10. And I will tell you, this big special event, only $10. Those people got a deal. Those people got a better deal than we did, and we got a great deal
Right, yeah.
for what the experience was. Like, that was money well spent for us. It was $10 super well spent for anybody that just went for the movie. But to get back on track, they introduced Bruce while this guy's still playing the organ, and everyone just erupts.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. You couldn't hear yourself think.
You could kind of tell, like, the guy playing the organ's like, I have been outdone.
Right.
And Bruce, you know, he gives his speech about how you need to support the theater, which you do. Anybody in the area at all, For us, it was a 2-hour drive. We've been there twice now. Support this theater.
It's an amazing theater. Beautiful theater.
It's historic. It's beautiful. Like Tim said, they do awesome stuff, play great movies.
On the original prints, if you didn't get that before.
Right. Just a wonderful experience. But he, is a real advocate for supporting that theater. He used to go there. He gave specific examples of these that he saw there when he was younger. And then he does a little Q&A session and asks, all right, who here has never seen Evil Dead before? A couple people, like a very small handful of people, raise their hands. But most people that raise their hands, you can tell, are younger kids brought there by their parents, wives brought there by their husbands, girlfriends brought there by their boyfriends. What I'm getting at here is very few adult men are raising their hands.
Right, yeah.
There's one guy, one adult man, who was there with a couple of people, raises his hand. And Bruce looks right at him and goes, "You, what are you doing here?" He goes, "I've seen you in other things." And everybody else, "Burn notice!"
Right.
And Bruce goes, "Well, what have you seen me in other than my most notable role?" And he said, he's about to answer, and everyone screams, "Burn notice!" And he goes, "Don't answer for him. I want him to say what he's seen me in." The guy goes, "Well, actually, it was Burn notice." And he goes, "Oh, really? The thing that's free. The thing you didn't have to pay for is what you've seen me in." And that was really... I like when people get roasted. I like when fans get roasted, and I like when pseudo-fans, like this guy, get roasted.
Right.
Who come to this major event. I'm looking at the poster right now. Bruce Campbell, back where it all began. This thing that, diehard fans are coming to. People with complete replica chainsaws. Me with my complete replica Necronomicon.
Me with my Dreamcast game.
These people that are super excited.
People are completely dressed up as Ash.
Right.
One guy, I think, was.
There were a few I saw.
Really?
Yeah. And this guy's here, and he's never even seen Evil Dead, really. All he's seen is Burn Notice. But then you have to think, okay, you're a big fan of Burn Notice, and you can meet one of the main actors. You can see one of the main actors live for $10 and see a movie you've never seen before.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, that's a good point.
I don't blame him.
So of course you're gonna go.
I like that he was called out, but I don't blame him. And then, the movie's the movie. Oh, I forgot to mention the best part. He gives this motivational speech to all filmmakers, and we're taking this to heart. We may be two idiots on YouTube that review horrible movies on a very non-regular basis.
Right.
But we're taking this to heart. He says, don't make your movie. Just do it.
Yeah, don't make your movie.
Just make your movie. You can get the stuff for a lot cheaper than you used to be able to get it. You can get stuff that's better quality than what they made Evil Dead with at Kmart. You can get all the stuff you need. $2,400.
Right.
You can be rolling. But he goes, don't put it online. Don't...
Well, you can do that too.
He
said there's nothing wrong with that.
There. You can put it out there and have people watch it. He's like, get it put in your local theaters. Come to the Redford. Have them show it. Get that tactile feel. See people enjoying the movie.
Right. And that'll motivate you more.
Otherwise, you won't get it. Otherwise, you're just making stuff to make stuff. And you're not.
Which is fine.
Making art. And I liked that. I thought that was a good message. So then he leaves. Wonderful experience from him. But, his time to go. Movie starts. The movie's the movie. Everything you've ever seen. Everything expected. Linda gets stabbed in the ankle with a pencil and everyone cringes at the same time. The stuff you expect. Night wraps. And it was probably the best experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
We probably, if things are going like I envision them, you've been seeing pictures of the night and short little clips of theater, stuff like that. And
we drove home in intense fog.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. We got out of there at 1:45 in the morning and then had a 2-hour drive home. I had rented a hotel room, but we decided against staying there.
Because we love wasting money.
Yeah, we just wanted to get home. We were basically on a huge sugar high. I'd just eaten a lot of candy, drank a lot of soda, some chips, some Vernors and some Better Made. Is there anything else? Anything else that's glaring that we didn't mention?
I think that's all of it.
Well, in that case, we're going to sign off, and we've got a few videos for you of the event. Maybe just the one, I can't remember.
All shot on an iPhone. That's why it sucks.
That wasn't the plan.
It's not the plan at all.
I bought a camera, but it was worse, so
Dead pixels all around. Stuck, whatever they call it.
no return policy.
Anyway, this is Tim Odell.
And this is Mike Odell,
And we're the Odell brothers.
signing off.